Georgia Tech is back home tonight as the Yellow Jackets face off against the Auburn University Tigers. Hi everybody, I'm Sterling Calaveras along with Carter Daniels once again. Welcome to this Friday night broadcast of Georgia Tech versus Auburn, and happy fall break to all of our students at Tech. How are you doing, Carter?
Doing good. Happy to be on break, that's for sure.
Yep, it's a good time for Georgia Tech, and it's always a good time when it's hockey night at Georgia Tech. Tonight, the Auburn University Tigers come to Atlanta to play the Jackets in a two-game weekend series. Last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, Tech traveled to South Florida to take on FAU. Their Friday night game was against the Division III team. They took home a 6-1 win. Jack Golick had 2 power play goals. Sawyer Howe had a power play goal. Levi Miller had his first goals at Tech, numbers 1 and 2, along with a strike from Cullen Dorcas. Game number 2 was against the defending national champions in Division II, and Tech started out really strongly in that one. They led it early 2-0 in the first period. Sawyer Howe found the back of the net first, and within a minute, it was AJ Degliamberto deflecting home the 2-0 goal. Ultimately, they would fall in the third period, but it was a close effort, bringing us to this matchup tonight. So Carter, we have Auburn in the building. What's that squad like?
Well, Auburn's off to a strong start of their season. They started hot, 5-0, pulled off a win against Alabama D1, 3-2. They've got a very experienced team, very senior heavy, 11 seniors, 2 grad students, and they've got a lot of point scorers too. They've got 3 with 7 points in 5 games. But freshman defenseman Ryan Bumphius, TJ Runcie, and Callan Daly, the latter 2 being seniors. And their goal scorers are Runcie again, Colin Dubé, and Callan Daly, all with 3 goals in their 5 games.
Yeah, they are some lethal weapons for the Tigers. Last year, this game was very exciting. It was played in Columbus, Georgia, at the home of Auburn University. Auburn would go up early 4-0. A few strikes from Colin Daly, Jordan Picuris, TJ Runcie, and Sam Catalano. But the Jackets found a way to claw their way back into the game to make it 4-3. A couple of first goals of the season. Keegan Goodell found the back of the net off a rebound for his first of the season. AJ Degliamberto put home his first ever career goal. And then Will Augustine found the back of the net for his first goal of the year as well. It just would not be the night for Georgia Tech, though, as Sam Catalano was able to make it 6-3, finishing off a hat trick. Definitely the star of that game. Now we want to talk a little bit quickly about tonight's lines and pairings, brought to you by Thumbs Up Diner. Thank you for your support. We have a different lineup than usual for this fall break weekend. Ethan Molnar joins Cullen Dorcas and Jack Golick on the top line. Justin Yu, AJ Degliamberto, and Keegan Goodell are the second. Zach Heschner and Andy Hildrum are joined by Ethan Mazur, making his first game of the season. Matthew Shane plays with Colin Chambliss and Chuck Connolly, and Eli Rubin and Daniel Shu return to the lineup as well. For the defensemen, Joshua Lee is paired with McLean Boyd, Greg Stuckel with Braden King, and Andrew Zhang with Aiden Roy. Georgia Tech and Auburn just about set for game number 1 of this weekend series. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday evening. The puck will be dropped in just a few moments, so don't go anywhere. time to take a look at our starting goaltenders here tonight. For Georgia Tech, of course, Ryan Graff between the pipes has now played in 4 games, 2-2 record, officially .929 save percentage, .300 goals against before the FAU weekend. And made 47 of 49 saves in his collegiate debut. Noah Connors, the goaltender between the pipes for Auburn University, has a .400 goals against average with a .667 save percentage. Small sample size, only 12 shots on goal in his first ever game, but made the start and got the win for his team. Thank you all so much for joining us here this Friday evening. We've got Carter on the camera here tonight. Hope you're enjoying that.
On the camera. Hope I won't be too distracted. Maybe I'll talk a little bit.
All good. And just wanted to thank our very own Eric Soltow for helping us with the other camera as well. Thank you so much, Eric. But a great way to kick off fall break. Some hockey here in Atlanta. Georgia Tech and Auburn was an old football rivalry back in the day, and I saw that Tech won the last 2 meetings in that matchup, so 2-game winning streak for the Jackets on the gridiron. You might notice tonight some players wearing some new gloves that the team got. Not everyone has them at this point, but they have some white trim. Looks pretty good, I think. Just waiting to get started here, as there seemed to be a little bit of an issue with the goal that Ryan Graff is tending, but it looks all good now. So Colin Dorcas against Brent Tinscher for the opening draw here between Tech and Auburn. The puck has been dropped at center ice, and Georgia Tech Auburn is now underway. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. We've got a beautiful jersey matchup here tonight. Georgia Tech wearing their gold for the first time this season. Auburn in the navy blue.
Like a color rush.
It's beautiful. I love it. I think we need more of this kind of thing. Brent Tinscher starts with that puck in the far corner. Callan Daly joins the battle with him. Puck is immobilized. Dorcas and Boyd battling for the puck for the Jackets. Dorcas able to backhand it forward. Jack Golick's moved it ahead. And this one has stayed into the zone, and it's Tinscher in the near corner. Boyd getting harassed there by Duchemin. And McLean Boyd tries to break it out for Georgia Tech. Has the stick lifted though, and Golick tries to play it in deep. This puck is immobilized momentarily, but it's played with Charlie Kemner. Kemner moves it to his partner here, that's Cole Patton. Up ahead, Goodell with the steal, goes down, and Patton's right back on it for the Tigers. Tech moves it into their offensive zone, forces Kemner to break it out, was looking ahead for TJ Runcie, the pass was too far. Runcie along the half wall, that was a delayed offside, and so he elected to not play that puck. Braden King will test Noah Connor early, and he will freeze the puck.
Tell you what, this camera stuff's harder than it looks.
No,
I almost knocked over the tripod.
All good, you're doing a great job. But, you know, you've got a goaltender on one end with a .667 save percentage. Why not just throw the puck on net, see what could happen? That's Braden King regrouping for Tech. Lost control momentarily, picked up though by the Tigers, and now it's TJ Runcie behind the net of Graff. Runcie gets harassed there with Braden King. And up ahead, a backhand feed was looking in front. No one was there for the Tigers. They'll hold the line with Caleb Patillo, and Ryan Graff makes the save. This puck goes towards the net, and Greg Steckel tries to dig it free. That's Ryan Bonthius. Moves it to the line. Here's a quick shot deflected, and Graff got a piece of the Patillo initial shot. Bonthius will wrap it around the wall, forces Steckel to play that puck, takes a hit from TJ Runcie, and it's Keegan Goodell up ahead with Justin Yu. Yu goes in deep. I guess Justin Yu's wearing number 16 here tonight instead of his usual 26, but all good. Pacuris around there with Owen Apple. And Pacuris gets back to it. He scored a goal against Tech last year in the game at Auburn. That's Aiden Roy, uses the wall to get it out, and a battle here between Kane Brennan and a few Jackets, picked up by Robert Fletcher and won back by Aiden Roy. That's Ethan Mazur, gave it up momentarily. The Tigers do not hold the line, and so it's Pacuris on the backhand, flipping it along the glass, took a weird bounce off the stanchion, and Graff makes a couple big saves there. That was a funny bounce. How about that?
Yeah, I didn't even see it, and I'm on the camera. I was following the puck, and all of a sudden, it's out in front.
Yeah. Some interesting stanchion action here. So Gavin Cronin on it for the Tigers. That's Colin Dorcas. Gets it to Andrew Zhang. Picked up by Molnar, and right back with Zhang. Gave it up momentarily, but a shot stopped there by Ryan Graff. Or maybe the shot went a bit wide, but it's Colin Dorcas trying to advance that puck to Ethan Molnar. Back on it is Ryan Good, and Dorcas plays it right back in deep and forces Pacuris to move that puck forward. Zhang holds the line, gets it ahead, pop out of the zone, but Golick will get to it for Tech. Moves it over to McLean Boyd, bobbles the puck for a second, but Golick's able to play it to safety. Glove down by Will Condon, and Condon slows up, tape-to-tape pass. It's Sam Catalano who sails it high. Big rebound available. They can't get it to go. Keeping it in here is Will Condon, reversing it, and it's McLean Boyd. Remember, Sam Catalano scored the hat trick against the Jackets last year. MVP of that game for sure. Ryan Good plays it behind the net, was looking to center with Tinchert. And moving it the other way is Ethan Molnar. Gets poked there by the defenseman, Charlie Kemner, and up ahead it's Brent Tinchert. Tries to work around Boyd, stays with that puck behind Graff, and now gets it to Duchemin. Drops it out to the line. Here's a shot through traffic. Blocker save made by Graff. A good stop after a couple of tips. Back out to the point. Bobbled momentarily. Keegan Goodell tries to advance it ahead. Degliumberto off the back of Goodell. The backhand gets blocked by Kemner. Degliumberto stopped and held by Noah Connor, but that puck becomes immobilized. Duchemin off the boards, it's Talon Dalian. As we saw last year, he has a ton of speed. Used it to his advantage to get the 1-0 goal last year. Now the captain of the Auburn Tigers. Puck battle in the neutral zone. It's Cole Patton now with Daly. It takes a hit and right back with Patton. Up ahead, it is Jake Fleet on that puck. On his backhand, centered it. Daly was in front, tries to swat it towards the crease, and McLean Boyd will try to move it ahead himself. Good work there by TJ Runcie to play it to Callan Daly. Tries to deke around Chambliss. Entering the zone here cleanly. Good look for TJ Runcie. And now a quick shot stop there on Owen Apple. Apple throws it in front, and moving it the other way is Justin Yu. Drops it off to Boyd, flips it forwards. Opportunity for Sean Connolly, but he couldn't get to that puck first. So Auburn will regroup here with Caleb Patillo. Up ahead, it is TJ Runcie dropping it back for Patillo. Intercepted by Chambliss at the neutral zone. And in the skates there of a couple players, it is won back by the Tigers and Owen Apple. A reversal here, Greg Steckel off the end wall. Couple Jackets trying to get that puck free. Chambliss tries to throw it on goal, and two Tigers there battling for the puck with him. So make it Ryan Bontius to flip it out. Freshman defenseman out of Minnesota. He's the Tide leading point scorer heading into tonight, even though he's a freshman. We have an icing call here. And so, want to talk about Thumbs Up Diner, keeping the tradition of the neighborhood diner alive in Atlanta. Stop by their Marietta Street location right behind the Georgia Tech Campus Recreation Center today. At the line, this is Greg Steckel, tries to get something going for the Jackets. They've been able to enter the zone, but not too many chances on goal, just 7 minutes into this one. That's Ethan Mazur making his season debut, had an assist against the Tigers on the Dudley Umberto goal last season. That shot went off the helmet of Zach Peschner, and it's played the other way by Apple. Steckel at the line was looking for Hildrum along the goal line in that near corner. It's Steckel one-timer, sailed her wide, and Andrew Zhang back on it at the left point. Lost control. They'll try to break it out with TJ Runcie. Runcie, far circle, went down. Good defensive work by Greg Steckel. Steckel dinks around a few of his own players there. Gains the red line and flips it on goal, forcing Connor to scoop it up and make the save. What do you make of this early start to this game, Carter?
I think the Jackets are finding their legs here, finding some more opportunities. Warming up the speed of the game. Definitely a lot more in our zone, but it's a tough team coming in, you know?
Yeah, no, I think they're handling the pressure well. Let's see if they can keep it up. It's not easy when you have a 5-0 team coming into your home rink, but a scoreless game after 8. So the Tigers try to break it out, was looking there for Brent Pincher, and now Alex Duchemin flips it ahead, and it's McLean Boyd. Lost control of the puck. It's Talon Daly was looking for the opportunity, but he cannot corral it himself. In that corner, looking to center, and Graff makes a great stop on Talon Daly. Nice one-timer effort there, good setup. But it went right into the chest of Ryan Graff. He's able to make the save. We should have shots on goal for you here tonight. Still trying to figure that out. But for now, it's Ethan Molnar over the stick there, and it's Jack Golick trying to work around. Pecura stays with that puck, but cannot stay with it with his stick. So Duchemin advances it forwards for Pecuris. Jordan Pecuris has some room left side. Boyd defending him, tries the toe drag around him. Look to center for Duchemin, a dangerous situation. They put it on goal in the slot, and no Tigers could bat it towards the goal. So that's Dorcas leaving it with Golick. Some good pressure by the Tigers, but he's able to get it back to his line mate Dorcas, who plays it in deep around Cole Patton. Here's a turnover, and it's Justin Yu, lost control, and back on it is Thomas Mantville. Mantville working around Zhang, takes a shot, blocked aside by Graff. And this puck is looking to be won by both teams. Andrew Zhang will get to it for Tech and tries to get around his man, stays with it himself and enters the offensive zone before he gets poked by the two defensemen. On goal, sticked aside by Connor, and one back by Goodell in front. It's Dudley Umberto, high slot, and a kick save made by Noah Connor. who looks to be settling into this one quite well. Aiden Roy at the right point, keeps it in. They'll wrap it around the wall, and that is Cole Patton for the Tigers, and now Mantville. He is able to flip it out of his own end, and it's Goodell moving it over to Aiden Roy. Up ahead with Degley Umberto, Justin Yu will be F1 on this forecheck, and it's Cole Patton around the wall, getting it to Brooks Franklin, who had an assist last year against the Jackets. Kate Brennan got poked there, and so a chance here with Jake Kovac, but this puck is free in neutral ice, and it forces Connor to play it behind his own goal. Leads it for Caleb Patillo here. Will skate with it himself to break it out. Good defensive work there by Matthew Shane, who played his first games against FAU in college, and he took that shot just high. Behind the net, Connolly in front, intercepted. Now Shane tried a shot in the slot. Now Steckel at the line. That one deflected, and looked like Connor got enough of it. Steckel goes down, and moving it the other way is the Auburn Tigers. Back on it with Kate Brennan. Takes a shot, sailed it wide. Brooks Franklin will be there for the Tigers. 2-on-2 battle in that near corner. Steckel moves it ahead. So back and forth action we go. Steckel with his first goal at Georgia Tech in that Kennesaw State game. The first goal of the night for Tech. Now in the high slot, run C-pass, intercepted by Cullen Dorcas. Good defensive work by number 7. Has Ruben to his right, stays with it behind the goal line, lost control to Ryan Good. And now Jordan Pacuris has a bit of time and space. He'll flip it ahead. That one was signaled to be a high stick, I thought, but they let it go. It's Jake Fleet gets poked, and it's back at the Ice for him logo. This is some crazy uninterrupted action.
Yeah, we've had a long time since the last stoppage.
Definitely what we like to see, an exciting game here tonight. Ruben's pass gets intercepted, and it's Runcie back on it, tries to work around Lee, but he is able to hold his ground. Reverses it here, and that one is picked off by Bonthias. And it's McLean Boyd behind the net, advancing it for Eli Rubin, who settles it down and skates with it himself. As Daniel Shue to his left again back in the lineup. That one just went wide of the goal of Connor, so the Tigers will try to move it back out with Bonthias. Few representatives from both teams, and now it's Ryan Good for the Tigers. Ahead with Duchemin, tries to work around Boyd at the goal line, drives the net, couldn't take the puck to the crease. And it's Daniel Shue trying to get it out. Instead, it's Tincher back on it for the Tigers. 2-on-2 situation in this near corner. As this one will pop free, Callan Daly right off the bench. The backhand gets fanned on, but he reverses it to Tincher. Right in the slot, a good chance for Duchemin, but it went wide after it was deflected. So that's Ryan Good here, back with Duchemin, and now McLean Boyd. Up ahead, connects with Ethan Mazur, again making his first appearance of the season. Robert Fletcher lost it to Hildrum, and that one stopped by Noah Connor. Behind the net, it's Charlie Kemner, and a few Tigers there to try to dig it free. They'll get it with Ethan Mazur, and one back by the Tigers, and now the Jackets. Daly's backhand feed over to Duchemin, a bit too far. And ahead, it is Robert Fletcher overskating that one, and it's Callan Daly, big reverse hit in the neutral zone. Duchemin's clearing attempt gets blocked. As you said, deflected into the bench. And so much time has passed in this period. We need to talk about Community Q Barbecue and their St. Louis style ribs, like legendary mac and cheese. They're bringing home style barbecue just a short drive from campus. Swing by or call ahead Wednesday through Sunday from 11 to 8. So this face-off is won by the Auburn Tigers, and Cole Patton around his own end wall, advancing it here with Brooks Franklin. Franklin has a few members supporting him. That was a good look for Manfield, but it didn't go towards his stick. He tries to dig that puck free and send it to the line, but Dorcas will get it out of his own end. Flipped right back in by Patton, and it's gloved down by Aiden Roy. Off the wall to Ethan Molnar, chips it forwards and won back by Kane Brennan. So that's Cole Patton. Around it goes with Thomas Manfield. One back momentarily by Jack Golick, but two players for both teams digging for that puck. Charlie Kemner behind his own net here. Advances it, that pass too far for Brennan, and it's Andrew Zhang. Has some support, elects to get it to Golick, tries to work around Franklin, and a little windmill deep there, but he lost control. Lost his stick trying to get the poke check, and Dorcas with the poke check, or just a nice tip to get it himself. Stays with it along the goal line here. It's a battle with Cole Patton, and they send it to the line with Braden King, loading up a shot kick save made by Noah Connor. The backhand goes over to Patton, and he will use the glass, cannot flip it out as King keeps it in, and a stop made by Noah Connor there. Good work testing the goaltender out of Harleysville, Pennsylvania, 20 years of age. He's doing his job for the Auburn Tigers here thus far, as it's a scoreless game near the end of the first period. So this is Greg Steckel, up ahead to AJ Degliumberto, has a lane, got stopped there. A block made by Owen Apple. They try to clear the zone, that Steckel looks like the referee's arm is in the air. We have a special team situation coming up. First power play of the game goes to the Auburn Tigers. Sonny's Barbecue has been serving up craftsmanship in every bite since 1968. Discover the magic behind their signature slow smoked meats and time-honored barbecue techniques. So Auburn heading to the man advantage here. So far this season, they have 3 power play goals in 5 games played. Along the half wall, that's Daly. Gets it to the goal line with Bonfius. Back for Daly, but he gets poked by Zach Keschner. Daly tries to work around Keschner here. Showing off the speed, attempts to drive to the goal, put it on net behind his own back. It's Runcey's shot, and it went just wide. Now back with it is Cole Patton, as this Tigers power play 1 goes to work. They are able, or Tech is able to get a clear, forcing Connor to leave that puck for his defenseman, or forward TJ Runcey, who's breaking it out. Runcey ahead for Patton. Gains clean entry into the O-zone, works around Boyd. In deep reverses here with Daly. Now back out at the right point is Bonfios. Feeds the top of the zone. TJ Runcey cannot corral that puck. And so another entry attempt needed by the Tigers. He does it with speed, takes a shot that's blocked. Free puck in the high slot, and they'll get it with Patton. Slows up, top of the circle, has a lane blocked in front by his own man. They dig for that puck. It is cleared and towards the goal of Noah Connor. Callan Daly with 32 seconds to go on this Auburn man advantage. Their second unit taking the ice now. And that is Alex Duchemin leading the way. Left side, slows up here, looks to the line with Patillo. Walking the line, takes a shot and a glove save through traffic by Ryan Graff. Good save made by the young netminder, 18 years of age, playing in his fifth ever collegiate game. This draw will be to his right as Tinscher takes it for the Tigers and wins it. Patillo across it goes. That's Ryan Good to the goal line. Gets it back with Good. Good surveying, looking, gets it to the far flank. That's Duchemin. Cross ice feed. Patillo lets it go. Deflected wide. And Brent Tincher behind his own, or behind the goal line. We try a stick lift here. Steckel lays ahead. That's Brooks Franklin looking to center. Patillo keeps it in. Takes a shot. Deflected just wide by Alex Duchemin. They throw it towards the net. Wide of the goal, and that's Greg Steckel trying to move it out for the Jackets. Pops free into the slot, and Cullen Dorcas is there for Tech. Of course, Auburn 0 for 1 on the man advantage thus far. Good penalty killing by the Jackets. Duchemin has Will Condon to his left. Slows up, takes a shot, deflected wide, and that's Gavin Cronin. On goal, deflected. One-timer and a block there by Andrew Zhang, a pivotal stop. So here we go, Zach Keschner with 30 seconds to go.
The stick's on the floor today.
Yeah, it's
like the fifth one.
It's a weird situation. I don't know what's going on. I guess it's a tough game. They're battling hard out there. That's Bontius with his partner Jake Fleet. Now Cole Patton. Zach Keschner has room to skate in the final 10 seconds of the first period. Keschner lost control. Into center ice it goes. Final 5 seconds. Hildren moves it over to Roy. And that will not do it as the puck goes into the Georgia Tech bench. They call me making an assumption with a couple seconds left.
Not even. Is that 0.8 seconds?
0.8 seconds. So more or less a ceremonial puck drop coming up. Although we did see in the NHL, I think it was the LA Kings who scored an overtime goal with just over a second left a few years ago. Off the draw. No quick goal this time for Auburn, and now we have concluded the first period of play. Georgia Tech and Auburn still scoreless after one. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. We hope to see you for the second period. Not long ago, many neighborhoods had their own diner where friends and family comfortably gathered for a fresh breakfast or a cup of coffee. Thumbs Up Diner keeps that tradition alive in Atlanta, blending an urban atmosphere with friendly service for a relaxing breakfast and lunch experience. Whether you enjoy their homemade golden biscuits or famous skillet heaps, Thumbs Up welcomes you with diner favorites at prices that always hit the spot. The diner would love to welcome every Georgia Tech student, family member, and fan, so come on down to their convenient location just behind the campus recreation center. For a taste of Southern comfort and classic diner charm, visit Thumbs Up Diner today for a meal that'll leave you smiling and giving a big thumbs up. Craving real home-style barbecue that's just a short drive from campus? Meet Community Q in Decatur, your new go-to spot for mouth-watering sliced brisket, St. Louis-style ribs, and all your barbecue favorites. From legendary mac and cheese to black-eyed peas, every dish is made fresh daily, with leftovers donated to the food bank. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by or order ahead to guarantee that your barbecue wishes are fulfilled. Want to mix it up for your next GT Club meeting or tailgate? Community Q's Catering has you covered, starting at just $15 per person for 2 meats, 2 sides, buns, sauce, and utensils. Community Q, always a cut above the rest. Alright, we're back here in the intermission to show you guys a little bit of the intermission game that's going on, but also wanted to use the opportunity to talk a little bit about that first period. So there's a nice goal there. But Georgia Tech and Auburn even at 1, or even at 0, excuse me. We saw the first power play of the game by the Auburn Tigers. It was a pretty good effort, but when they put it on net, Ryan Graff was able to make the stop. Some early observations, Callan Daly, the captain of this Auburn team, flying out there just as we saw last year. Great work by his line mates as well. We saw some good work from TJ Rumsey, some good work by Ryan Bonthius, the freshman defenseman sensation, if you will. And for Georgia Tech, they need to keep chipping away at it, keep testing Noah Connor, and maybe they'll be able to find the back of the net. But in general, Carter, what did you make of that first period? It was pretty back and forth.
That's the most exciting period I think I've seen them play so far. And I've only seen them play 4 now. So.
No, that's fair. I mean, we went maybe I'm exaggerating, but I thought about 10 minutes of uninterrupted action or so.
Yeah, it felt like it.
It definitely felt like it, and that's what we love to see.
Where'd that one go?
He whipped on that one. Just went with a little driver shot and missed the ball on the tee, but that's okay.
Hey, they were elevating that puck, though.
They were,
That's
yeah.
impressive to see.
That was a good performance.
I know, I couldn't do it my first time.
No, good work for sure. But a very exciting first period here in Atlanta. We've got 15 minutes left in this first intermission. We hope to see you back in 15. Thanks so much.
It's always great to have a goalie like Ryan Graff on the other hand.
And it's Hudson Orgeron in alone, and another save made by Ryan Graff. What a stop!
Man, he's standing on his head out there. I'm really impressed with his performance so far.
In high school, our team was very close, especially senior year. And then we ended up having our best season in my 4 years. We made it to the state playoffs and eventually lost. But it's still really enjoyable to be able to play with that group of guys. I guess I've just played hockey every year for as long as I can remember. So it's just a natural progression to try to play club wherever I ended up attending. I think some of the shots are a bit faster, and then it's much more physical. I feel like an average hit at Georgia Tech would be a 2 and 10 in high school. So that's definitely been an adjustment. Excited for Vanderbilt. I have a friend from high school on that team, so I'm excited to play against him and just to go to Nashville. It's a cool city.
Do you have any memories you've enjoyed so far from your first month playing at Tech?
Probably my first game when we had the band in the stands. That was something new to me. And then also just the team trip back to Georgia from Boca Raton.
47 saves in the first game. And as a 18-year-old freshman on campus, playing his first ever collegiate game, that is a fantastic showing.
Thanks for the support and thanks for watching.
Georgia Tech and Kennesaw State underway in Atlanta. A couple of players who just changed their numbers for tonight's game. It's Steckel, he scores! 2-on-1 for Georgia Tech. Zach Peschner, top of the circle, takes the shot, he scores! Has some trouble with that puck. Knocked off it momentarily, but it's how Delaware the save to score! Joshua Lee tries to go around the net. Looks for Dorcas, they score! But I think we're back, and that's all that matters. Dorcas down low, score! Lee up the left side, has Golick to his right, takes it himself, he scores! Lee loads one up, deflected, rebound, they score! Tight angle shot, a stop by Webby. Now at the line, Zhang lets it go, he scores! Cross ice feed, it's Colin Dorcas. Slows down, has Zhang driving, Dorcas, that one scores! Georgia Tech has won with a final score of 10-4 over the Kennesaw State Owls.
Again, kind of like transfers from the fans onto the ice and onto the bench. Especially, I know against the DJ game, like the band came out, the rec came out. Those are just like super cool experiences I didn't think I'd ever have. And I know this year we're gonna try and get like more specialized, like themed games to kind of make the atmosphere like that every single week, which I'm really looking forward to.
Being able to play at the Cooler again was pretty cool too, especially with the recent news of it closing down, which is pretty sad. But being able to play there one last time at a new level, at a collegiate level, was a lot of fun. Get to see some hometown friends and some people that I knew from the program. Being able to come out and watch that game at the rink was a lot of fun too.
Watching him score coming down the right side of the ice, going to the middle, putting it in the net. I think he got a pass in the slot or whatever it was. It was just incredible to watch. I was super thrilled for him. I mean, obviously we didn't get the job done, but if there's one positive from that night, it was watching him get to score his first goal.
The puck's in a skate, 2-on-1 for Georgia Tech. Zach Keschner, top of the circle, takes the shot, he scores! Zach Keschner, a 5-hole goal, has tied the game at 2. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Georgia Tech Hockey YouTube channel. Game number 1 between Tech and Auburn of this weekend series. The middle frame is now underway as Tech won the opening draw, and there will be an icing call immediately. Thumbs Up Diner blends Southern comfort with classic diner charm. They're proud to serve Georgia Tech students, families, and fans with great food and a welcoming atmosphere. Draw to the right here of Ryan Graff. And behind the goal line, Callan Daly is there with Colin Dorcas. Now Ethan Molnar, little toe drag, draws a penalty, a tripping call there. And the Jackets will head to their first power play of the night. A temporary system in place for the shots on goal. We're trying best we can. As of now, it should be 15-11 Auburn about. Take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. It's a bit unofficial. But here we go for that Tech power play. An early shot is gloved and held there by Noah Connor. So draw coming up to his left. So here's Joshua Lee, works it to the goal line. Going down is Jack Golick. Lee back out to the line with Boyd. At the flank, it's Lee. Back to the goal line here with Golick. Right back to Lee. Plays it across here for Colin Dorcas. Top of the zone with Boyd. Back for Dorcas. Right out in front. A deflection there. Stopped by Noah Connor. That was some really good passing on that power play sequence there. What do you think about this early few looks from the Jackets, Carter?
I'm liking the opportunities they're getting. They're getting some good runs right now. Off to a good start on the power play.
That shot just sailed wide. They try to put it back on goal. A pass free out of the zone, and McLean Boyd is there for Georgia Tech. As Lee supported him, instead hits Dorcas on the far side, plays it behind the goal, and it's Jack Golick in deep. Around it goes, and that's Owen Apple trying to get the clear. Molnar and Dorcas digging for Tech. Joining the battle is Robert Fletcher, but it's Dorcas to the right point with Boyd. Back for Dorcas along the half wall, trying to win that puck there is Owen Apple. Now Caleb Patillo lost control, and that's Molnar. Now they got it out of the zone, and trying to win that puck is Robert Fletcher for the Tigers, but it's Joshua Lee for the Jackets. Now McLean Boyd, this one good forecheck by Ryan Bontius. And Georgia Tech will break it out with 24 seconds to go on their first man advantage. Lee rings it around the wall. Cullen Dorcas will get there for Tech. And Brooks Franklin is guarding him one-on-one there. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Dorcas behind the goal line. Stays with it himself. Now on his backhand, thought about centering it. That'll do it for the power play. Both teams 0 for 1 thus far. So in the neutral zone, this is McLean Boyd. Forechecker there is Caleb Patillo. And it is Boyd skating with it himself. Tries to work around the two Tigers. It gets back with Owen Apple. And now Brooks Franklin. This is Lee for Tech. Uses the wall to get it to Doug Leonberto, but played back into the Auburn offensive zone, and it is Joshua Lee once again. All the way down, it is Ryan Good on it, slides it across to his D partner, Owen Apple. This one goes towards the net of Graff just wide, but beating out the icing is Jake Fleet. There's a big hit there along the wall. Ryan Good plays it safely into that far corner. Joshua Lee looking for TJ Runcie. Now Doug Leonberto gloved down by Apple. Owen Apple, freshman out of Brentwood, Tennessee. There's an icing there coming up on the Tigers. Community Q in Decatur offers authentic barbecue, always a cut above. Come hungry, Yellow Jacket fans, and share the flavor with family and friends. So Auburn tries to get this puck out. Now in deep, that's Doug Leonberto. Off the wall, it's going to be Braden King. And the Tigers advance it the other way with Ryan Bontius. That one, there's a penalty coming up. Greg Steckel moves it around the wall. That means this one is going to be on the Auburn Tigers, and Georgia Tech heads to their second power play of the night. Georgia Tech power play is a go. I was looking down there, did not see what happened.
I'd have touched something out of play.
Oh, okay.
We couldn't really see either.
Fair enough. 16:05 to go in the second period. Bakiris around the wall. That's Cullen Dorcas at the right point. Now behind the net of Noah Connor. And this one is a clear for McLean Boyd to get to. We check out this audio. That's Jordan Pakurits. Sorry, everyone was dealing with technical difficulties, but I think we're okay. Colin Dorcas with a minute to go on the Tech power play. We'll take some time off. So Ryan Good trying to get the clear. That's Dorcas now along that half wall. Colin Dorcas stays with it, plays it behind the net, was looking for Golick. Aiden Roy pinches in, gets it to Golick, staying with that puck. At the left point it goes now. It is Colin Dorcas shot blocked. Sorry, everyone. Is the hello? Carter, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Oh, hello? Can you hear me now?
No, not really.
Hello? Hello? I'm gonna hope that you can hear me. Let me know if you can. Okay.
I can hear you alright.
Oh, you can hear me?
It's alright.
Okay. Alright, hopefully this is coming out okay. Sorry, everyone. You gotta reset the clock a bit.
Yeah, too many, right?
I guess Tech is going on a power play.
Should this be recording?
No, it's
Okay.
Alright, Georgia Tech on the power play here. It's Joshua Lee behind the goal line. Now they get it to the point with McLean Boyd over for Dorcas. Cross ice feed was looking for Golick. Didn't connect. Golick on the half wall here. Drops it off to McLean Boyd. Now gets it with Lee. Joshua Lee, top of the zone. Boyd gets it across for Dorcas into the bumper position there with Molnar. And Molnar thinks about a shot, plays it down low. Lee tight angle and a glove save made by Noah Connor. Okay, hopefully that fixes some things. Please bear with us. The magic of live production, am I right? I think we should be doing okay. So let's get back to it. 13 minutes to go in the second period. 45 seconds left on the Tech power play. So this is Joshua Lee behind the net. Lee plays it to the wall with Dorcas. Avoids the hit there. And plays it across with McLean Boyd. Boyd and shot blocked by the state of Ethan Molnar. And this one is played by Colin Dorcas in the far corner. Now Golick to Dorcas. Back out to the right point with Boyd. Reverses with Dorcas. Back out high with Boyd. Sends it back to Dorcas in the slot. It's Molnar's backhand gets blocked. Golick goes down, drawing another penalty. With 5 seconds left on the original one. Tech will have another full power play coming up after a very brief shorthanded time. So, the initial power play has just expired. Okay, here we go. We'll worry about the scoreboard afterwards. So Auburn tries to get it clear. Tech is 0 for 2 on the power play thus far tonight, if I'm remembering correctly. There's a shot from Braden King, gloved and held there by Noah Connor. All right, 11:35 to go in the middle frame. Draw to the right of Noah Connor. They try to get the clear with Cole Patton, and it's Braden King back on it. Ryan Graff will leave it to him, and King will try to break it out. Greg Steckel there getting around Kane Brennan, who is sneaking up behind them. They get it to the line. King lost control, and Patton will clear. Up ahead, they move it towards Missouri. That's Zach Peschner lost control. Moving it short-handed the other way is Kane Brennan. One-on-one with Braden King. Brennan shot sailed it just wide. And a chance here with Robert Fletcher. Greg Steckel, or excuse me, Zach Peschner ahead with Andy Hildrum. There's a good look there with Ryan Good, and back on it is Zach Peschner for the Jackets. Peschner threw it in front and a chance to clear with Brennan, gloved down by Aiden Roy, and too far for Dagliamberto. So Good with 10 seconds left on the power play will get the clear. 5 seconds to go, and that will just about do it. And once again, Georgia Tech unable to capitalize on the man advantage. Behind the net, it's Caleb Patillo moving it forwards here, turning it over to Keegan Goodell, and back on it with Patillo. Up ahead, it is Bontius. And Bontius draws a penalty himself, might be a hooking call. Extra attacker coming up for the Tigers. A good stop made by Ryan Graff there. Tech will touch up and force the power play to ensue. Let's get this last ad lead up here. A great partner at Sonny's Barbecue. Taste the tradition at Sonny's, where every bite is crafted in-house every day. With family bundles and kids eat 3 days, Sonny's makes it easy to fuel your crew all season long. Okay, just to make sure, Carter, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I turned up my headset a little bit. I think that was part of the problem.
I think we're okay now, so let's talk about this power play. Auburn 0 for 1 thus far tonight, but 3 power play goals in 5 games played. There's a shot blocked by Dagliamberto. They get the clear, and Callan Daly is on it for the Tigers. In neutral ice, it's Cole Patton trying to get an entry. They play across ice towards Daly, and it's Andrew Zhang. Trying to pinch in was Cole Patton. Zhang a chance to clear, uses the wall to get it out, and forces TJ Rumsey to play it behind his own net. Breaking it out here is Cole Patton. Slows up, looking for help. Plays it on the near side here. That is Ryan Bontius. Pontius, again, freshman defenseman sensation so far for the Tigers. 5 games played, 2 goals, 5 assists for 7 points by number 6 as he goes down. And Goodell is able to get another clear for Georgia Tech. So 40 seconds remain on this Auburn power play. It's TJ Runcie with speed, flying down the right side, takes a shot. It gets deflected out of play by Andrew Zhang. So Auburn has really been playing well this middle frame. Right now we have them leading the shots 19-13. .33 seconds to go. That is Boyd, held in by Ryan Good, top of the zone. Good to the flank, gets it with Duchemin. Goal line here, Tinshirt, back out high. And that's good. Across it goes with Patillo, an alternate captain for this Tigers team. Tincher to the goal line. Dushman tries to power his way through. Holding the zone is good. Takes a shot and a kick save made by Ryan Graff there. It's Alex Dushman on the right circle. Tincher looking for an option. Drops it Patillo. Power play expired. That shot just went high of the net of Ryan Graff. Franklin shimmies it forwards towards Duchemin, and now Chambliss is able to get it out of his own end. Caleb Patillo's pass too far there, and it's McLean Boyd back on it for the Jackets. Good forechecking work by Alex Duchemin as a couple of Jackets join to the rescue. And now Tinshirt doing the same thing for his squad. Pops free to Matthew Shane, and he will go for a skate down this near side. This one goes around the net of Ryan Graff. Joshua Lee will get to it for Tech. Off the wall it goes. Staying with it is not Callan Daly, but Gavin Cronin. That one sticked aside by Ryan Graff there. Ryan Good and deep behind the net, looking for a centering feed. Stays with it himself. Now gets it to Catalano. Again, who had the hat trick last season, but so far has only played in 3 games played this year and has not gotten on the score sheet yet. Patillo's shot deflected high, and it's McLean Boyd reversing it for Joshua Lee as Catalano applies some pressure. A backhand there from Patillo as 2 Jackets try to get it out. Good work by Patillo to keep it in, and now his partner Will Condon. It will go to Colin Chambliss, gets by Caleb Patillo. Sean Connolly applies the forecheck, and on it is Ryan Good. In Patillo's skates, now gets it with Good, as a couple of Tigers to his right. Here's Bonthia shot, and a good save made by Ryan Graff. Ryan Graff getting tested here by the Auburn team. Shots are now listed as 23 in favor of the Tigers. Or excuse me, 21. Tech wins that draw in their defensive zone, and it's Andrew Zhang on it for the Jackets. Moves it over to his partner here. A bit too far, or excuse me, broken up. And good work applying pressure from Jake Fleet. Roy reverses to Zhang here, looks for an outlet pass. It's Daniel Shu back into forwards, cannot connect with Dorcas, and so it's Charlie Kemner for the Tigers. There's a big hit there, and Runcie's got it, looks to center, connects with Bontius, and a good save made by Ryan Graff. Roy up ahead, too far for Rubin. They'll put it on goal. Blocked, and a chance for Fleet and tight. Couldn't get the shot away. Now Aiden Roy with time to make a play. Too far now. And so it's Jordan Pakiris trying to advance it. On it with Bontius. Now Eli Rubin has some room, lets it go, and a block there. There's a delayed penalty coming up. And let's look for the signal from the referee. Well, it's a call on Ryan Bontius, sending Tech to the man advantage again. So they say it's an interference call. Thank you all so much for joining us here this evening. Thanks for bearing with us through some of those technical difficulties. 4:47 to go in the period. Here's Joshua Leaf for Georgia Tech. At the line, it is Boyd. Gets it over towards Dorcas. Popped over his stick, and a chance to clear for Ryan Good. Kills as much time as possible and forces Graff to leave it with his defenseman. So starting the rush is Joshua Lee. Gets it over to Jack Golick. And this is Lee with plenty of room. Tries to work around Daly here. Joshua Lee tries to wrap it around. It's Dorcas. Got disconnected with Lee momentarily. Dorcas tries to throw it on goal. This one goes too far, and it's McLean Boyd back on it for the Jackets. It's a shorthanded chance, stopped there by Graff. Sorry everyone, I'll have to figure out what's going on with this rink audio in the intermission. It's a bit peculiar, but Tech still on their power play. 39 seconds left. So here we go. It is Dagliamberto in that far corner, getting harassed there by Owen Apple, and another clear made by the Auburn Tigers. Ryan Graff leaves that puck with Aiden Roy. 15 to go on the man advantage, bobbles it momentarily. Maybe that was a little design move to himself. Gave it away to Brooks Franklin, and now a shorthanded chance for Jake Fleet, powering to the goal, and Graff holds his ground to end the penalty. And right on that heel, Auburn is going to power play themselves, as it looks like Justin Yu will be heading to the box. It's a slash coming up. And so this draw coming up to the right. Of Ryan Graff. So Jake Fleet with TJ Runcie. Now Ryan Good gets it across to Patillo. The left point getting it back is good, deflected wide. Steckel tries to get it clear, he does, and it goes all the way around for Noah Connor to leave to his man Ryan Good. Good breaks it out, and a cross-ice feed over to Caleb Patillo. Now Good, staying with that puck, drops it off here for Bontius. Puck in a few players' skates. Steckel tries to get it out. And that is Zach Petchner trying to get it clear. He does. And so it is Bonthius cross ice for good. Back with Bonthius, has Runcie to his right now, staying with that puck, trying to generate some speed for himself. Curls back, plays it ahead at the line. That's TJ Runcie, lost it to Greg Steckel, forcing Noah Connor to play the puck again. So Ryan Good starts the breakout for the Tigers, just 46 seconds remaining on the Auburn power play. Here's a lane for Ryan Good. Graff holds the post and makes the stop. Take a look at that rush there. A good idea from Ryan Good. Driving his way to the net. A great save made by Ryan Graff. Draw coming up to his left. The Tigers will win it. It's Talon Daly at the right point, getting it over here with Patton, and now back to Daly. Tinshirt looks for options, plays it to the top of the zone with Daly, and a glove save made by Ryan Graff, seeing it all the way. Really impressive passing we've seen from both teams on their man advantages as we cut back to the action now. Daly leaves it with Tinshirt. Cross it goes, that's Patton, takes a shot, puck available, and the rebound gets deflected into the protective netting. I know you've been locked in on the camera, Carter. Any thoughts on this Auburn power play?
I mean, these two teams, they both had several power plays at this point. Look, deadlocked. Looks like the first goal might be the only one this evening as we approach the end of the second.
Yeah, as we saw in Carter's first game, it was deadlocked at 0 very late into the game. Alabama took it 2-0 on opening night. A team in which Auburn defeated twice in their second and third games of the season. They went 2-0 on the Division II Crimson Tide, or Frozen Tide. They dropped it off for a chance there, but more impressive was their opening night. They took down the Division I Alabama Frozen Tide. It was a very impressive performance from their starting goaltender, Gregory Politis, with 48 out of 50 saves in that game. The second period has concluded, and Georgia Tech and Auburn remain evened up at 0 after 2. So we have quite an exciting third period coming up for you all. We're going to work on these technical difficulties. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you back for the third.
Craving real home-style barbecue that's just a short drive from campus? Meet Community Q in Decatur, your new go-to spot for mouth-watering sliced brisket, St. Louis-style ribs, and all your barbecue favorites. From legendary mac and cheese to black-eyed peas, every dish is made fresh daily, with leftovers donated to the food bank. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by or order ahead to guarantee that your barbecue wishes are fulfilled. Want to mix it up for your next GT Club meeting or tailgate? Community Q's Catering has you covered, starting at just $15 per person for 2 meats, 2 sides, buns, sauce, and utensils. Community Q, always a cut above the rest. Not long ago, many neighborhoods had their own diner where friends and family comfortably gathered for a fresh breakfast or a cup of coffee. Thumbs Up Diner keeps that tradition alive in Atlanta, blending an urban atmosphere with friendly service for a relaxing breakfast and lunch experience. Whether you enjoy their homemade golden biscuits or famous skillet heaps, Thumbs Up welcomes you with diner favorites at prices that always hit the spot. The diner would love to welcome every Georgia Tech student, family member, and fan, so come on down to their convenient location just behind the campus recreation center. For a taste of Southern comfort and classic diner charm, visit Thumbs Up Diner today for a meal that'll leave you smiling and giving a big thumbs up.
It's always great to have a goalie like Ryan Graff on the other hand.
And it's Hudson Orgeron in alone, and another save made by Ryan Graff. What a stop!
Man, he's standing on his head out there. I'm really impressed with his performance so far.
In high school, our team was very close, especially senior year. And then we ended up having our best season in my 4 years. We made it to the state playoffs and eventually lost. But it's still really enjoyable to be able to play with that group of guys. I guess I've just played hockey every year for as long as I can remember, so it's just a natural progression to try to play club wherever I ended up attending. I think some of the shots are a bit faster, and then it's much more physical. I feel like an average hit at Georgia Tech would be a 2 and 10 in high school, so that's definitely been an adjustment. Excited for Vanderbilt. I have a friend from high school on that team, so I'm excited to play against him. And just to go to Nashville, it's a cool city.
Do you have any memories you've enjoyed so far from your first month playing at Tech?
Probably my first game when we had the band in the stands. That was something new to me. And then also just the team trip back to Georgia from Boca Raton.
But I think we're back, and that's all that matters. Dork is down low now. Score! Lee up the left side has Golick to his right, takes it himself. He scores! Lee loads one up, deflected, rebound, they score! Tight angle shot, a stop by Webby. Now at the line, Zhang lets it go. He scores! Cross ice feed, it's Colin Dorcas. Slows down, has Zhang driving. Dorcas, that one scores! Georgia Tech has won with a final score of 10-4 over the Kennesaw State Owls.
Again, kind of like transfers from the fans onto the ice and onto the bench. Especially, I know against the DJ game, like the band came out, the rec came out. Those are just like super cool experiences I didn't think I'd ever have. And I know this year we're gonna try and get like more specialized, like themed games to kind of make the atmosphere like that every single week, which I'm really looking forward to.
Being able to play at the cooler again was pretty cool too, especially with the recent news of it closing down, which is pretty sad. But being able to play there one last time at a new level, at a collegiate level, was a lot of fun. Get to see some hometown friends and some people that I knew from the program. Being able to come out and watch that game at the rink was a lot of fun too.
Watching him score coming down the right side of the ice, going to the middle, putting it in the net. I think he got a pass in the slot or whatever it was. It was just incredible to watch. I was super thrilled for him. I mean, obviously we didn't get the job done, but if there's one positive from that night, it was watching him get to score his first goal.
Boyd for Howe, up ahead, intercepted there by Orgeron, but skating with it is Joshua Lee. Lee up the left side has Golick to his right, takes it himself, he scores! What an individual effort for Joshua Lee, and it's 7-2. Alright everybody, we're doing a little test here of the audio, but I figured let's take a brief second to talk about that second period. You saw a lot of power plays in that period.
Hey, a lot of power plays.
Absolutely. Auburn was really doing a good job of putting the puck on net, testing Ryan Graff. They lead the shots 27-13, and a scary situation here with Carter's second game. It was a 2-0 game against Alabama, and we're scoreless.
I can't not see a goal in 2 games. I'm hoping they'll pull one out for me.
Yep, hopefully Tech is able to find the back of the net. As you can see, 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in this second intermission. Hopefully things sound good, and we'll see you for the third. Hello? Okay. Hi everyone, we are back for the third period of play. Definitely need to work on figuring out this audio stuff, but for now, we hope this is okay. Georgia Tech, Auburn tied at 0 after 2. Big drive from Joshua Lee and a big kick save made by Noah Connor. Again, Noah Connor conceded 4 goals on 12 shots in his first game of the season, but I mean, we now have 14 shots on goal listed for Georgia Tech, and he's played very well thus far, along with his counterpart in Ryan Graff. McLean Boyd through neutral ice, plays it ahead to Keegan Goodell, tries to get it ahead, and it's not Callan Daly, Charlie Kemner. Cross ice feed connects with Callan Daly for real this time, and it's Jack Golick back on it. And just to make sure, Carter, you can hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Perfect. Callan Daly into the offensive zone goal line, looking to center, intercepted by Ethan Molnar. Tries to avoid Caleb Patillo, stays with it in neutral ice, lost the handle momentarily, and it's Jake Fleet moving it over to Owen Apple. Touching it forwards is TJ Runcie, forces Braden King to give chase, and King will wrap it around to Greg Steckel. Once again, here's a big turnover and a quick shot and a shoulder save made impressively by Ryan Graff. We hope you enjoyed that intermission segment we had with him in this game. He was nice enough to let us do that interview, so thank you so much, Ryan. As there was a big save made by number 30 there. Andrew Zhang behind the net of Graff, and around it goes to the left point here with Apple. That one was shot through a clear lane, and so Graff was able to see it the whole way. So collecting it is Owen Apple, tries to hit TJ Runcie, but it's Andrew Zhang and now Greg Steckel. Ethan Molnar with control, gets hit by Runcie, but he persists and got it left circle and a shoulder save made on the other side. Molnar lost the handle over for Ryan Bontius, and now advancing the play is TJ Runcie. Again, leading point scorer and leading goal scorer in a 3-way tie, but Runcie is one of them. 2-on-1 for Tech. It's Hildrum, gets it to Keschner, but he couldn't corral it. Good look by the Jackets. They still have possession of that puck, and now in neutral ice with Andrew Zhang. Runcie applies the pressure, and yes, Runcie tied leading point and goal scorer for this Auburn team with 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points in 5 games played. Great food, friendly service, and a place that feels like home. That's Thumbs Up Diner. Make your next big meal a thumbs up at their convenient Midtown spot next to Georgia Tech. So Ryan Good rings it around the wall. McLean Boyd gets it to Andy Hildrum, was looking for Mazur, and that will be Brooks Franklin for the Auburn Tigers. Franklin flips it ahead. Again, Brooks Franklin, another senior on this Auburn team, had 1 assist, 1 point in that game against Tech last year, and also had 1 assist, 1 point on November 11th, 2022, in a 3-2 overtime loss against the Yellow Jackets. Again, that's back in fall 22. He has 3 games played, no points though yet this season. Keschner will deliver it ahead, and it's Jordan Pakiris. This one is played by Mazur, went off the linesman, and Andy Hildrum will pick it up for Georgia Tech. Takes a big hit from Ryan Good though, and it's Pakiris into the ceiling here at the Ice Forum. Every plate at Community Q is made fresh daily, and leftovers go straight to the food bank. That's barbecue with flavor and with heart. Face-off coming up to the right of Noah Connor. It is Matt Shane trying to keep it in Tech's control, but around the glass it goes. And good work there by Matthew Shane. They send it to the line one-timer, blocked there on the Steckel shot. Now King and a save by Connor. Advancing it the other way is Sam Catalano, connects with Thomas Mantville. Puts it on goal. Graff will steer it aside. Chambliss tries to get it out of harm's way, but Mantville was there for the Tigers. 2-on-2 situation coming up, won by Catalano. Stays with it, sends it to the slot, and Ryan Graff pounces on that free puck. And one more for you. Hungry for more than just one of your barbecue favorites? Sonny's Barbecue's Pitmaster Picks lets you choose 2 to 4 meats, 2 sides of bread. The perfect way to enjoy the taste of tradition. So what a game it's been thus far. Daly connects Duchemin, big save, and they score! Brent Tincher, the go-ahead goal for Auburn. The Tigers lead it 1-0. Great play there, connecting with Duchemin, and a great pad save made by Graff, but following it up was Brent Tincher, making it a 1-0 Auburn lead. So the Jackets, for the 3rd game at home this season, will have to play catch-up. It's Daly connects with Duchemin. This time Graff makes a tremendous right pad save. Interestingly enough, both games on the road against FAU, Tech was able to score the first goal of the game, but they have let their opponents score the first goal in every game at home thus far. Here's a centering feed, looking for Molnar. Big save made by Noah Connor. Now Callan Daly almost off to the races, but Jack Golick was there for Georgia Tech. Zhang connects with Golick in stride, races down the right wing, right circle, slows up, has Molnar with him. Feeds the line with Lee, takes the shot, and a kick save made. Golick gets it back, and through traffic, it's blocked down. Duchemin tries to put it in out of harm's way. We have shots listed at 31-16 at the moment. That's Caleb Patillo. Auburn's gonna get another clear. And they say it will be an icing with 13:37 to go in this regulation time period. Carter, what do you make of that Auburn goal to sending the puck on net?
Good scrappy goal, got the second opportunity and capitalized.
Always a good thing to put the puck on net, as Auburn was rewarded on that particular play. Looks like they're about doubling the shots of Georgia Tech. Of course, this is an unofficial count, but let's see what happens at this point. TJ Runcie thought about playing it in front. Here's a shot, rang off the iron there from Bontius. And that was a dangerous situation that almost could have doubled the Auburn lead. Eschner drops it off, was looking to connect with Lee, and TJ Runcie's back on it for the Tigers. McLean Boyd tries to flip it to a teammate, that's Keegan Goodell, and now Dagliamberto has Zach Eschner supporting him. Dagliamberto right circle, and a save made by Noah Connor. Eschner into the slot and went through the legs of Goodell, but Boyd was there at the point. Off the wall, connects with Eschner. And now back on it with Boyd, a backhand does not connect, as there was a Tiger there in Jake Fleet, and now TJ Runcie. Chips it into that far corner, forces McLean Boyd to make a play. Stretches the ice, intercepted by Ryan Good, and back on it with Boyd. Up ahead to Sean Connolly here. Keshner wanted the pass. They get it on goal instead, and Noah Connor will freeze the puck. A nice Friday evening of hockey here. Georgia Tech and Auburn. Auburn leading it 1-0 in the third period. Good. This one goes too far for any particular man, but Ryan Graff covers it up as it went on his net. The face-off coming up to his left. It will be Colin Chambliss for the Jackets, and it will be Brent Tinchert for the Auburn Tigers. That's McLean Boyd, tries to connect with Sean Connolly, and it's Jordan Pacuras. This is a free puck, trying to be won by Ryan Good. Duchemin tries to get it out, and now a chance for Tinchert, looking for two. Tinchert, beautiful toe drag out in front, looking for Daly. The puck is still free, and it ends up wide of the goal, out of harm's way for Tech. Duchemin applying some pressure here, keeping it in the Auburn offensive zone. They get it to the line with Pacuras, loads up a shot, looking for the Daly deflection, didn't get it, but they send it back to the right point with Good. Stepping in, Hazeling connects with Daly. The shot went wide as maybe it was deflected. Chambliss, one-timer from Good, gloved and held by Ryan Graff. We still don't necessarily have the official goal calls, but I think that goal is Brent Tinchert. Forgot about the assist. Molnar's shot gloved and held by Noah Connor. But as you just saw, that would be Brent Tinchert's, well, it said on that graphic his fourth goal of the season. On my notes, it said he only had one, so I'll have to check that out for next game tomorrow night, make sure my stats are correct. Here's Ryan Bontius, right circle, another toe drag. This one doesn't work out, as it's Greg Steckel. Now at the line, Kemner takes a shot, deflected just high, and back on it is Bontius in deep. Beautiful move behind the net to stay on that puck. And it's Greg Steckel moving it the other way. Goes down at neutral ice. Jack Golick cannot get it into the offensive zone, and it's a chance for Bontius. Top of the right circle, slows up, looks for options, plays it behind the goal line. And Colin Dorcas tries to swat it free. It is Bontius losing control. And now it's Ethan Molnar. Crosses the red line and now the blue. Drops it off to Dorcas, kicks it to himself. And won back by Jake Fleet and the Auburn Tigers. So here goes Fleet for a skate down the left wing. Plays it to the top of the slot and lost control. At the right point, it goes down low. Bontius has a man in front, tried to corral it himself. Few representatives from both parties here. It is Andrew Zhang coming away with that puck for Georgia Tech. Caleb Patillo tries to move it forwards. Zhang, a couple of toe drags there, weaves through the defenseman and does a little chip and chase himself. Mazur along the boards, staying with it but losing it and moving it ahead to Andy Hildrum. where Auburn moved it ahead and Hildrum collected it. Mazur takes a big hit at the Auburn bench. Pacuris moves across ice with number 19, Kane Brennan. Sam Catalano was 19 last year, now 81 for this Auburn squad. Caleb Patillo, across it goes for Jordan Pacuris. And this one all the way down, McLean Boyd there with Ethan Mazur. Hildrum backhand swatted away by Franklin, and it's Sang tries to work around Daly. He does. Now Franklin, but the hit caused it to get to Ryan Good, and now Mazur tries to clear to safety, but Pacuris will rim it around the wall. Andrew Sang with a bit of time and space to start the rush. Will curl back, good pressure there from Tinchert. He'll drive to the goal, and that one holding his ground was Ryan Graff, and a penalty coming up, probably a trip, sending Auburn to the man advantage again. Well, we had some trivia questions for you all during the intermission. The first one was there were 3 players who scored a goal against Auburn last year for their first point of the season. Who had the assist for their first point of the season? And that would be one Patrick Sharp assisting the Degli Umberto goal for his first point of the season. A very nice assist, worked very hard to get that one. Zach Eschner, a shorthanded bid, lost control in the slot to Alex Duchemin. And in the second intermission, who tied the game with 9 seconds left against Auburn 2 years ago, and that was Ethan Volmar, who was able to even the game at 6 before Auburn took it in overtime. .7:49 to go. It's Ren Tinchert in deep with Joshua Lee there. Tinchert, right point Daly, gets it to Patton. Thought about a shot, Daly one-timer, he snapped his stick. It worked out though, and a backhand feed line pass did not work out, but Auburn keeps it in. That's Alex Duchemin to the goal line. And a one-touch feed from Mansfield. No one was really there, and so Tech able to get the clear. So 1 minute to go on this Auburn power play. Power play goals scored by Landon Patch, Jake Fleet, and oh, there's a good shot, tipped just wide. And Colin Dubé for the Tigers thus far this season. So walking the line here, getting it to Patillo, and too far for Patton, but now Runcie plays it down low. Bonthius to Patton, takes a shot, deflected just wide. To the left point it goes with Patillo. He'll walk the line and reverse it for Bonthius' shot. He scores! A power play goal for the Auburn Tigers, and they lead it 2-0. That was a great lane from Ryan Bonthius. We've talked about him a ton tonight. Came into this game with 5 games played, 2 goals, 5 assists for 7 points. He gets the power play marker for his Auburn team. Well, they're saying Jake Fleet got the goal off a deflection assisted by Bonthius. Perhaps one more that I didn't catch, but with 6 minutes left, Carter, This is not looking good for you.
Yeah.
Let's
You
see.
know what? There's always tomorrow.
There's always tomorrow. Jack Golick just tried to change the fortune there. Took a nice shot, stopped by Connor.
But hey, there's still enough time in the game. I think they've got a chance to string some good plays together. Maybe get at least one on the board.
Absolutely. Still plenty of time. Right off the draw, a free puck there. And a scramble held by Noah Connor. Great sequence of stops. Let's take a look at what just ensued. So the first shot got stopped, and then the man in front went down and unable to clean it up as a result. That would make it 35-21 in terms of the shots on goal. Here's another one and another save made by Connor. So Charlie Kemner off the glass, deflected out of the zone by Alex Duchemin. Braden King will retreat and play it off the wall to Greg Steckel. Golick harassed by Duchemin here in the slot. They got it, plenty of room. Dilly, and a save made by Ryan Graff. Up ahead, Braden King could not advance it forwards, and Greg Steckel, little toe drag. Dorcas pulled it through his own legs, and now Steckel tries to backhand it into the zone. Chases after it himself, and it is Cole Patton back on it for the Tigers. This one too far for the Auburn player, and so Andrew Zhang back skates to work it to safety. Dorcas left side has Shane and Golick with him. Stops up, little deke here behind the net, was looking to center with 4:35 to go. Tigers move it the other way with Jake Fleet. Too far for TJ Runcie, and it's Andrew Zhang back on it for the Jackets. 4:25 to go in this final period of regulation time. Bonthius up ahead to Runcie, and now that's Sean Connolly. Backhands it into the zone and forces Bonthius to make a play. Will get it out of his own end, and it's Andrew Zhang. Backhand deep to himself, lost the handle for a second there. Connolly and Zhang trying to dig it free. Instead, it's Runcie advancing it to Bonthius. High slot shot blocked by Roy. As Roy lays a hit there at the left point, they get it around, and Andrew Zhang will collect for the Jackets. 3:45 to go in this third period. They try to center, intercepted by Connolly, and he'll work it far side. Wraps it around the wall there, and it's Jake Kovac for the Tigers. Lee tries to dig it free, plays it in deep with Connolly, and there is Caleb Patillo up ahead with Kane Brennan. Nice deep there, tries to connect, Brennan shut down by Graff, and he put it on goal again. Another stop made by Graff. Now Joshua Lee using the speed, tries to get around Franklin. Shane chips it into that near corner. 3 minutes to go in the final period of regulation time. This pass gets intercepted by Keschner. At the top of the zone, Dagliamberto will backhand it towards Keschner now. Left point, McLean Boyd, cross ice, Lee lets one go, blocked in front. It's in the equipment of Zach Keschner, and so they blow the play dead. Georgia Tech electing to take their time out here with 2:43 to go in the third period. Expect to see them pull their goaltender Ryan Graff shortly. Well, Carter, what do you make so far 57 minutes into the game?
I think both teams have played excellent tonight. Just a few more opportunities for Auburn, and they capitalized on them when they needed to.
Yep, they've outshot the Jackets thus far, 35-22. And as we've said before, pretty much only good things can come if you put the puck on net. And they are getting rewarded for that with 2 goals in this third period to go ahead 2-0. Right now, I believe what would be the game-winning goal if the score holds belongs to Brent Tinchert. But Georgia Tech trying to claw their way back into this one. We've seen them do it in the past, try to come back from down multiple goals against this Auburn team. Let's see if they could do it here tonight. Draw coming up to the left here of Connor. Ryan Graff still in his own net, so Tech will likely pull him when they get possession in the offensive zone and have their top unit out there. Daly takes a hit. It's Keschner, tries to backhand it, but a good steal from Duchemin. Daly tried to connect with Duchemin, picked off by McLean Boyd. Ryan Graff starts to wander. They get it in deep, and there he goes. Extra attacker on for Georgia Tech. It will come in the form of Greg Steckel, and Joshua Lee will lead the rush. Steckel, this one gloved down by Golick behind his own net. He will start the attack. Beautiful deke around Brent Tinchert. Plays it back door, they score!
There you go. I almost missed it with the camera. I got a little too excited. I jumped there.
Oh my! Carter's first goal as a color commentator, thanks to number 20, Greg Steckel. His second goal of the season, second goal at home to make it 2-1. A beautiful dish from Jack Golick. So for the first time this season, Georgia Tech able to find the back of the net with the extra attacker on, but the job is not finished yet. They still need one more. And went down, that's how the crowd erupted. Graff to the bench again, and it's Charlie Kemner. This extra attacker again is Greg Steckel. 1:18 to go. He'll use the glass to get it in deep. Charlie Kemner, and this one is held in by McLean Boyd. Kemner cannot corral that puck. Steckel in deep, digging with Golick. Molnar there to support. They try the stick lift, and 3-on-2 battle. 3 Jackets to 2 Tigers. If you're Auburn, this is exactly what you want, though. Nothing doing for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. It finally pops free. Patton will get it out of the zone. It goes all the way down the ice and far enough for a huge icing. So it looks like Auburn will be taking time out now as they try to defend this lead. Quite a game this has turned out to be, although it's low scoring. It was a 2-0 Auburn lead. We just saw Georgia Tech find the back of the net for the first time tonight as Greg Steckel finished off the Jack Golick feed. There might have been a secondary assist on that one. But for now, it's a 2-1 game with 43 seconds to go. Buckle up for this finish. Thank you all so much for the chats. We love to see it. We got Riffick and Aaron in the chat. try to behave yourselves a little bit, please. You're doing great. Thank you all so much, Jason, Jacob, David, and all of the Auburn fans as well. Thank you so much for tuning in here this Friday evening. Huge draw coming up to the left of Noah Connor. Cullen Dork is set to take it for Tech, and he will win it. Molnar shot, big save, rebound available as Connor was down. They couldn't put it on goal, and it's Callan Daly moving it to Bonfius, who flips it into safety for the time being. Huge opportunity there for Tech. They have time for one more. Lee gets it in deep, and on it is Jake Fleet. Tries to get a clear, chips it off the glass. It goes all the way down, not far enough for an icing, as Ethan Molnar's there. Callan Daly for the empty net just wide. Final 7 seconds to go here. They try to connect with Dorcas. Dorcas might have a lane, trying to work around Patillo, but not tonight. The Auburn University Tigers take game number 1 of the weekend series by a final score of 2-1. Well, what a game this has turned out to be in that third period. It was scoreless heading into the final frame. Auburn would score quickly 2 goals to make it 2-0. It took Georgia Tech until the very end of this one to find the back of the net themselves. Greg Steckel with the goal. But the Auburn Tigers improved to 6-0 on the season. Carter, I know you were doing some amazing camera work tonight. Is there anything that impressed you from either of these two teams?
I think no matter what team you supported tonight, you appreciated the effort from both teams. Some excellent plays on both sides. And really just an exciting game to watch the entire time, despite the low-scoring affair. Very exciting at the end.
For sure, and some more good news for Georgia Tech. Ryan Graff, again, only conceding 2 goals in this one. He's had quite an impressive start to his collegiate career, but for now, Auburn takes game 1 2-1. Game number 2 coming tomorrow night, right back here at the Atlanta Ice Forum on the Georgia Tech Hockey YouTube channel. 8 p.m. Saturday Night Hockey. Any last words, Carter?
Sorry, what?
Any last words?
Oh, any last words? Have a great night. Have a great fall break. Please come back and watch again tomorrow. It'll be an exciting game.
Yes. Yes, for sure. Have a great fall break to all of our students. We hope to see you back here tomorrow night. And thank you all so much for watching. Auburn takes game 1 2-1.
Bye.